Thanks for coming. Info session on Masters of International Affairs offered here at NPSIA. Again, I think the most important thing for all of you that we are the top international affairs school in Canada. We are the longest lasting, the oldest, and have an alumni network that spans thousands across the government of Canada, across international organizations. And it really is one of our biggest strengths. When you join NPSIA, you join a community that is far-reaching and that has quite a bit of support for all of you as you make your way through your various careers. So we are, as I mentioned, 50 years in counting. We're also a founding member of the Association of Professional Schools of International Affairs. We have a large, dedicated faculty. I really can't stress to you how important this is. If you look at other programs in international affairs or public policy or other things like that, you may discover that they have quite a bit of cross-affiliated faculty that don't belong to the school. That is a real difference here at NPSIA. Professors that you have are entirely dedicated to the program here at NPSIA. So 20 full-time professors who teach within the program, as well as a number of specialized contract instructors with deep experience in the government of Canada. Many of them are working in the government of Canada or have worked in international organizations. And they span everything from experience in development, humanitarian assistance, intelligence, trade, you name it. We have a number of specialized contract instructors who also bring their real-world expertise to bear on the program. We are also a multidisciplinary program. So the education you get here combines political science, economics, international law, public health, amongst others. So this is not simply another political science degree, or is it simply a combination of poli-sci and economics? You get law, you get history, you get public health, you get a wide span of fields with a good representation of professors in these various. What do we study in particular? Everything from migration, refugees, public health, as I mentioned, trade, gender, development, pretty much anything that has an international bearing or that goes beyond Canadian borders. We have courses in it or deal with it in some way, shape, or form. Just to note, this even includes things like transnational crime, legal markets, defense procurement, whatever it is. We have the expertise and the courses that are of interest to you in these areas. We also have a strong expertise in various regions. So North America, obviously, Africa, Latin America, the Middle East, Asia, Eastern Europe, also a strong representation and a strong expertise in these various fields. We offer a number of different specializations and courses and then different ways of pursuing your degree. So I'll go over those in a bit more detail. So there are 3 different ways of completing the degree. You can either do it through coursework, which is usually the preferred option for most people. That option gives you the widest range of courses that you can select, of widest range of expertise and knowledge that you can develop. If, however, you want to hone your skills in a particular area, or you want to do a deep dive onto a particular topic, you have the ability to either do the research essay, which is approximately about 60 pages, or the thesis option, which is a much longer piece of work, usually involving a very close relationship with a supervisor. You would typically do that if you're interested in an advanced degree at the PhD level or other things like that. But you don't have to do a PhD after if you want to do the MA thesis. So you can actually decide that that's something that you want to do to cap off your MA and to have that extra specialization if there's a topic that is of particular interest. We also offer a PhD program here at NPSIA, and you can fast track from the MA program into the PhD if you meet the certain grade point average. So we have 8 different fields to choose from when you pursue your degree. So international development policy, health, displacement, humanitarian policy, intelligence, conflict analysis, security and defense policy, international organizations and global public policy, international economic policy, which is everything from trade to financial policy to global markets and things of that nature, and diplomacy and foreign policy. So as you can see, there's some overlap between some of these fields. But we do offer the different specializations so that you can really take courses that are specific to exactly what. Just to note, if you choose one of these specializations, it doesn't mean that you close off other possibilities. It's just to give you guidance and structure as you make your way through the program. We also offer 4 specialized MAs. So for those of you that want to study specifically 2 particular regions, so Latin America and the Caribbean, African studies, data science, and the new one that we've just established in cybersecurity. So again, this is meant to providing greater structure and greater specialization for you, those of you that want to focus on these particular areas. A really attractive part of the program as well is the joint MA-JD program that we have with the Faculty of Law at the University of Ottawa. So we're the only international affairs school that has this in Ottawa. So you are able to complete both your MA in international affairs and your JD in law. You alternate between the 2 years. You have to be admitted to both schools, but it means that you come out not only with a public policy specialization, but also with a law degree. And so this is a program that is highly sought after, and it is quite unique. And really, I would encourage you to take quite a close look at it, because it's one of the very few opportunities that exists out there for that kind of dual degree. You'll see a lot of kind of MBA JDs out there, but public policy or international policy and JD is something that's fairly specialized and unique, and we're really quite fortunate to have that agreement with the University of Ottawa. So just to give you a better sense of where we're at in terms of the program, so we have over 70 courses with the INAF designation. Obviously, we don't offer all 70 every year, but it gives you a sense of just how wide and deep the program goes. You can also take courses in other units, but really you'll see that the courses that we offer are so in-depth and provide such a great amount of depth that you'll feel that you're actually going to have difficulty picking which courses you want, simply because there's so many good ones to go with. Just to reiterate again, all our professors are international affairs specialists, and we teach exclusively either here at the MA or the PhD, and some of us teach in BPAT. And all of our students, so that includes over 300 MAs right now and PhDs, specialize in international affairs. So very much that's our focus. You'll have some other schools out there that combine public policy and international affairs. But if you really want to have a program that is dedicated entirely to international affairs, this is the place for you. The advantage that we have, as people in this room know, of being located in the national capital. So, given the emphasis that we have here in Ottawa on security, international intelligence development issues, we are heavily present in the policy community here in Ottawa. Easy access to the downtown core, easy access to the policymaker. Thousands of alumni, as I mentioned, who are across the public service, including at the highest levels, and who specialize in international and security affairs. Well, good representation within the NGO community here in Ottawa. What does that mean for you day to day? It means that you have almost weekly conferences, events, specialized in your area. You will have an advantage here that is cannot compare to anything else that is offered elsewhere in the country, simply because this is the place in Canada to study this topic. As well, as you'll see, the professors have wide networks in government, in media, in the NGO community, whatever it is, international organizations as well. Because we are specialized in these topics, because we are so deeply embedded here in the policy community in Ottawa, you benefit from all those connections as well. We also have a large co-op program. So over 90% of our students find a position in the federal government that they are interested in, and you get real work experience when you're part of the program for 2 semesters with a fairly decent salary. I have to say the co-op program is probably one of our strongest suits. And again, just to reiterate, if you're interested in public policy, if you're interested in international affairs, there are other programs in the country, but none of them offer the type of co-op opportunities that we offer, given here that we are here in Ottawa. And these co-op positions, I look at the reports, I grade them. They are really interesting work. They are not just busy work. They are not just things that you're doing. You are actually deeply embedded within the departments and agencies across the government, and you do very interesting things. And as many of you know, you may have friends who do the co-op program. There's also a bridging option. So it's a great way to get your career started. Funding packages. So again, over 90% of our admissions offers comes with a financial package of some sort. Everybody who applies is considered. Now, the range of that financial package will depend on your GPA and other things like that, but it can go anywhere from $3,000 to $30,000. As well, students should apply and are eligible for the Social Science and Humanities Research Council and Ontario Graduate Studies scholarships. So we strongly encourage you to apply as well. Many of you may not be fully aware of this, but there are tons of internal scholarships here at Carleton that very few people apply for. So I would strongly encourage you, if you are in the program, just go look, put your name in, put an application in. There's tons of them. There's actually a lot of money available to you as a student. We're very generous here at Carleton, so you should really make an effort to look at those as well. You'll find that that is on top of whatever admissions offer that we make. So very much worth your time and worth looking at. Who are we admitting? We're looking for some students with an overall GPA or in your last 2 years of study of at least a B+, so 77% or higher. And because economics is a big part of the program, we are looking for students who also have either introductory, micro, or macro, and you should have had a B- minimum within those. You don't need to have a specific background. I know speaking here to a crowd that's working on public administration, public management, but you'll notice that the colleagues that you have in the program come from law, social sciences, business, whatever it is. We have people from the STEM fields, from journalism, from health, from engineering. So really, this is a very diverse group in terms of their background. And it provides training for various types of people depending on whatever they have done at their undergraduate. So you'll be in classrooms with people who've done lots of different things, and that's equally quite useful and interesting for you. So what do you need? We want transcripts, your resume and your CV, a statement of intent, and 2 academic reference letters. For the statement of intent, what I'd really like to see, what we encourage you to do, tell us why you want to come here, tell us what you want to study, why you're interested in this degree. Really just provide us a good idea of why you want to join NPSIA. What is it about the school? What is it about this field? What subfield is it that interests you? What professors would you like to work with? So just give us a good sense of who you are and why you want to do this degree. That's really what we're looking for. In terms of academic references, you do want to get recent professors to the extent possible. You want professors who can speak to your overall academic ability. This is particularly your GPA is on the board. You want professors that are able to say, look, I mean, in spite of some difficulties that they might have had early on in their studies, this is a good student. I can vouch for them. This is somebody who does good work. So we are already accepting applications. We are now doing rolling admissions. So the sooner you apply, the sooner you can get an offer, including funding if your GPA is high enough. Even if your GPA is not high enough, get you that application and now get it out of the way. It's done. It'll be in the system and we'll start considering it as soon as possible. So really don't hesitate, get your letters, make your application. It's a highly competitive program. So I would suggest that you start thinking about it as soon as you can. And we will be trying to set out offers for the highest ranked students before the new year.